This is the Nvidia 1 month overview reading for the month of September 2025. It's currently August 30th, 2025, 10:57 p.m. Eastern Time. Nvidia at the time of this reading is $174.18 USD. And the shuffle video for the September reading was created on August 24th, 2025 at 10:02 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video playing for you here. So what we'll cover in this video will be the overall trend direction and chart behavior or main event for the month of September. We're going to give you information about the month's highest high, lowest low, and one of the best trades that we see. We're even going to give you the day-by-day sequence of chart events. That's the real power of SO meta analysis, the sequence of chart events by the day. Now, it's important to understand, if you're new, pay attention. We're predicting the sequence of events. The timing is usually on point to the day, but there's plenty of cases where you'll need to give the timing plus or minus an hour, a day or two of wiggle room at some point in the reading. It's because not each card's energy going left to right across the screen will necessarily line up perfectly with 1 day of time. So that's the main reason why I do not recommend trading this information alone. You should think of this video purely as proof that extrasensory perception exists and can be used practically in the real world. If you're serious about trading SO meta analysis and making consistent gains, you must have access to our monthly access subscription with the live Discord trade alerts and live trading view chart drawings. I'll show you how to get that stuff at the end of the video after we give you one of the best trades that we see. Also in the monthly access, you'll get the timing of the highest high and the lowest low, as well as all of the trades that we expect to make. Now, this is a system that was developed over 26 years, my friends, called SO meta analysis, esoteric sciences, and meta pattern recognition. It took me 26 years of trial and error to develop this system, and there's nothing like it of its kind. Let's get into it. Overall theme and chart behavior for September, where we have a prominent move higher, full retracement that's crossed with a brief peak that's easily missed and a decline through multiple support levels. So my sense is that we likely have like a prominent move higher, full retracement, and then another move to the upside with a brief peak, easily missed, followed by a decline. That's on the scale of like the whole month overall. Everything in this reading will be on the scale of a 1 month chart with 1 day candlesticks, unless otherwise specified. Now, behavior around the highest high, sideways fluidity, equal amounts of bulls and bear, inflow and outflow. That's probably just around the high, not saying that the whole month is going to be like that, but near the high there will be sideways fluidity along support. There's likely to be a big move into the high to reach that sideways fluidity. Either that or it could be it's likely two highs as well, which could mean some pretty significant price swings. We'll look at that in more detail as we progress. And we successfully find support near the low. That's important to understand, guys. We successfully find support near the low, meaning that when we hit a low, we can trust and rely on it to hold the support, at least for the remainder of the reading, wherever that low may be. Now, I'm going to get into the day-by-day sequence of chart events and then give you one of the best trades. Before I do that, I want to make sure you're aware the whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. We do that by following through on the rule of karma. You go to the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders. 5% of all profits should be donated forward to one of these charities, effectively transmuting that competitive energy into goodwill. Imagine if everybody in the stock market that made money did that, how much better the world would be. So we can at least, fulfill a bit of that dream. It also perpetuates more abundance forward through the universe. It's like showing faith that you'll have more to come. Now, 5% of profits should also be donated back to the channel through one of these links to say, to express gratitude. Gratitude begets gratitude. It's also another key component of manifesting wealth. With the faith and gratitude and a clear conscience, spend 90% left over out of love. Those three components will help you manifest wealth in your life, my friends. So blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get into the rest of the reading. All right, so obviously we have off on the first. There's a fast sudden move higher on the second into around the cusp of the second, third, likely to be a crest that we revisit within a period of erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. We have a decline into the fourth. I'm advised not to chase the decline. It's followed by a notable move to the upside into the fifth. I'm advised not to chase that move to the upside. There's a full retracement back down on the fifth from that move higher. We'll likely break through resistance momentarily, turn around, and then break back down through that price level shortly thereafter with the full retracement, making like a capital A pattern in the English language if the horizontal price level was the horizontal line in the A. In a prominent trough on a 1-month scale on the 8th, with an unexpected move out of it into a key technical price level as resistance on the 9th. That key technical price level, we have a failed attempt to break through resistance followed by a decline through key support. And then on the 10th, a big move to the upside, reaching for distant resistance. Likely overnight, there's like a move down, or early in the morning on the 11th, a move down, because we have this unexpected move to the upside, even in the face of seemingly overwhelming headwinds or seemingly overwhelming technical chart behavior. We still move to the upside into a prominent peak there. On the 12th, a trough in the morning with a rally out of it, increasing with momentum moving forward into the end of the day. So likely a drop overnight there from the 11th into the 12th. On the 15th, 3 pokes through the same trend line, followed by a sharp drop off of that third poke. An important price level on the cusp of the 15th, 16th, probably the morning of the 16th. A resistance level that will fall from and then return to in the not too distant future. I'm probably going to talk about this area over here as a trade opportunity at the end of the video, because these Ace of Swords are reliable trading strategies. I'll talk about it in just a moment. On the 17th, so a lot of price change to the downside out of a prominent peak on the 16th and at that resistance. A lot of price change to the downside into the end of the day. And then on the 17th, we have a failed attempt to break through probably the same resistance, followed by a decline through key support. Notable reversal on the 18th. Let's see if it's one reversal that'll stand out on a multi-day scale, or if there's multiple reversals on the 18th. Let's see what the cards have to say. It looks like one notable reversal. Probably out of a move to the upside, we move to the downside. Because I'm seeing a drop into a trough here on the 19th in all of the equity readings. A significant trough, probably and a significant peak around the 18th, 19th. On the 22nd, another prominent peak on a multi-day scale, and an intentional fake out or shake out, some sort of tricky chart behavior intended to make us do the wrong thing, a trap of some kind there. So be very careful for falsely triggered indicators. Bearish price swings on the 23rd with a trough and a peak and a trough at the end of the day. Interesting. Hard to say which one's first. Sideways rotation on the 24th ends with a fast sudden move higher. I'm advised to be cautious on the 25th. Some sort of tricky chart behavior there. Multiple false tops or bottoms or whipsaw action there. Be very, very careful. Likely a trough midday. On the 26th, we have a period of sideways rotation with a sharp drop that'll stand out in that period of sideways rotation. There's also a prominent peak there on the 26th. And then we get into a significant decline from that peak on the 26th over the weekend into the 29th. Significant decline through multiple support levels into a prominent trough. And an important support level on a 1-year chart scale highlighted on the 30th. The sneak preview for October, there's likely to be a significant peak or high on a 1-year chart scale there in October within a period of 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level, with that third cross to the upside confirming a bullish trend. Now, the best trade that I see, guys, remember that you should only paper trade this if you're trading alone. Otherwise, just think of it as entertainment, proof that extrasensory perception exists. But if you're serious about trading this, you must have access to the services. I'm going to show you how to get them right after this. So I'm expecting that resistance level early in the day on the 16th to be important, at least on a 1-month scale, probably on a 1-year chart scale, or that resistance. When we decline from it, in theory, any price below that price level will be a good opportunity to open up a long. The lower we go, the better, obviously. But I think probably at the end of the day, a lot of price change will have happened to the downside, opening up a long position there with the expectation to close that long position when we retest the resistance from early in the day on the 16th, retest it on the 17th. I would use that as my exit. And if that doesn't work out or something fails, there's likely to be another opportunity to close out on the 18th as a backup. But rule of thumb when trading ESO meta-analysis, never wait for a backup. Take a good profit early and run. Who cares about making max gain? Noobs and fools care about making max gain. That's a trap. It's a rookie move. You want the max reliable entry and exit for your trades. Period. All right, so prominent trough there. Yeah, so the decline out of the resistance, sharp drop into a prominent trough on the cusp of the 16th, 17th. That's where I would load up on the long position, which I'll, in real time on the Discord trade alerts, let you know. And then I'd expect to close when we retest that resistance on the 17th, excuse me. Guys, if you're serious about trading this information, go to our website, tarotfortraders.com, hover over order now, click on subscriptions. The monthly access subscription is our mid-level subscription. It gets you all the information that you saw for this this NVIDIA reading. You also get that information for SPY, BTC, XRP, Tesla, QUBT, and Solana. But on top of that, you get more information for each of these as well. The timing of the highest high and the lowest low. You get SPY day trade alerts, swing trade alerts, and chart drawings for all of these tickers in real time. And not to mention the earliest access to any of our public posts that come out on YouTube will come out first on Discord. All of that for $300 a month, guys. You make that back in one trade. It's a no-brainer, and it's a great way to support the channel and say thank you. So much love and appreciation, everybody that goes ahead and does that. And again, blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the monthly access version.